Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you guys how to super hypertune your memories. Now there are some stipulations as far as the characters that you can do this with. You can do it with all the characters, but there's some things you got to do in order to be able to do it. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is where to go ahead and do this. So the first thing you can do is you can actually go to the Renaissance Do Fantastic update, and that's only during this update where you can click on Challenge Sequence Pack, and you can go into this page right here. This is where you're actually going to be able to start setting up your super hyper tunes. Or you can actually click out of here. You can click on Battle. You can go to Challenge, go to Special Challenge, and then go to Mindscape Pack. You click on this, and the one on the right, the Sequence Pack right here, is the same thing. Now you guys can see that I already got some characters in here, A2, Alpha, we have Bianca and Lee in here. Now why is that? Well, that's because these characters are fully hyper tuned. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if we click on Lee here, or actually let me show you something else. So if you click on this extra damage bonus, and for every one of these characters you're going to see this, right? Some characters have no extra damage bonus, some characters have a little bit of extra damage bonus, and that's because you'll see these orange little icons right here for the hypertune, right? If you click on this right here, it shows you the hypertune memories that are available. So right now the super hypertunes are these four right here. I need to equip 2 more, right? So the first thing that you actually need to do is you need to finish the sequence pack in here. You need to go through this. You need to get through all of these. Now these are not that bad, in all honesty, guys. You can pretty much come in here, you can click on battle preparations, and you're going to set up 3 different teams where you need 6500 BP or even less to be able to get it done through here. It's really not that difficult. Even on my free-to-play account, on my CN account that is about 6 months old, I'm still able to get through here and get this done. So for me it was pretty easy on this account, but even on my free-to-play account it really wasn't that bad. You can use the same exact teams for every one of these. So if you have 3 teams, you're pretty much good to go. You do it 6 times. You got your slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, and 6, and 5, and 4 memories, right? Whenever you unlock this one, then you can super hypertune your memory slot 1. Whenever you finish this one, you can super hypertune your memory slot 2. All right. So the way this works is if you click on here and you click on this little icon right here, you could click on your empty icon and it actually shows you the characters that are fully hypertune. Now let me show you guys how to do this. All right, so generally in the past what we've always done is we've pretty much just hypertuned the bottom memories for these characters. The reason for that is because whenever you hypertune characters, it increases their attack on the bottom 3 slots, whereas on top it just increases crit and HP. And for elemental characters that really isn't a big deal because it really doesn't add anything to them, because only the physical characters really benefit from crit rate. However, now that we have this super hypertune, these orange slots that you're seeing right here that actually gives extra damage, now you're going to want to super hypertune every single memory for all your main damage dealing characters. That's right, you're going to want to do it for every single one of them because that way you're going to do the most damage. And you also want to keep in mind that you want to do it for the characters that are going to last the test of time as far as the meta or as far as your favorite characters are concerned. So we're going to click out of here, guys, and I'm going to click on a different character that I want to go ahead and show you the process of this with, which is, let me see here, Karenina here, right? Karenina, you can see I have these 3 slots hypertuned. Now, if you notice, guys, if you look really close, you can see the little orange box around here, but you don't see these hypertuned. The reason for that, because she is not fully awakened. Now, what that means is if you click on train here and you click on awaken down at the bottom here, you can see right here that the requirements for fully awakening is having hypertune resonance on 12 memories, right? You got to have 6500 BP, you got to be level 80, and you got to have hypertuned on all 6 memories. Well, because Karenina only has 3 of her memories, because she was an elemental character, well, still is an elemental character, I only hypertune the bottom memories. Well, now because we want to get more extra damage, right? We got 6% bonus damage, but we're going to get a lot more. So we're going to go ahead and hypertune these top memories. Now we're going to click on hypertune and we're going to get it done. So you click on hypertune and you see right here, crit and HP. Before, this didn't matter at all because it was for an elemental character. For physical characters like Rosetta, Bianca, those characters, Alpha, those characters benefit tremendously from doing full hypertunes. The Near 2 team, or I'm sorry, the Near team. But because now we have the super hypertune available to gain more damage, you want to hypertune all of the memories on your main damage dealers. And Karenina, for me, is definitely a main damage dealer. So I'm going to hit hypertunable, right? We're going to go ahead and hypertune here. All right, here we go. We're going to hypertune this one here. There we go. Boom, shakalaka, okay? Then we're going to go to slot 2, and we're going to hypertune this one here, okay? And we're going to hypertune this one here. But let me show you something really quick before I hypertune the last one. So now that I hypertune that last one, look what happened. You can see now I got the extra bonus damage. This was 6%, now it's 8%. It's 2% for each one of these that you fully hypertune. So I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna go ahead and hypertune the rest of them here. Let me go back to hypertune. All right, now that's pack bonus. We don't want that. We want to go to slot 1 and we want to hypertune these here, okay? And let me show you how this works. So we'll hypertune these because I am going to finish this out, but just for the purpose of this video, I went ahead and waited. Now you can actually click on pack bonus and it takes you to where you need to go. You can click on here, and it'll show you the characters that are available. But because I didn't do something, I missed a step, let me back out here and let me close this because I just finished fully hypertuning all these memories, which means that now Karenina has an awakening available. So you see the little blue dot here, we click on train, we click on awaken, and boom, shakalaka. We click on that and rock and roll. You can click on station and you can actually equip her here. Or if you wanted to, you could go back out of here. You could, click on the icon here or click on a memory, click on that, click on train. I know it's an extra step. Click on hypertune, click on pack bonus, click on the plus, and you could hit guard, right? Either way, it's going to work the same way. But because she's fully awakened, because all of her memories are fully hypertuned, now we can click guard and boom. Now we have another slot that's unlocked. And if you notice, this one here is now unlocked, right? So now that we want to, since this is done, right? Now what we want to do is we want to hypertune another character completely. That way we can get another slot and get the full benefits because now we have an extra 10% damage. You can get up to 12%. Remember, 2% for each one of these that you do. So now I want to level up another character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to Liv, who's another really big damage dealer for me, and she will last the test of time. Even on CN, she's still available. And I'll talk about the characters here at the end of the video as far as which ones you should fully hypertune. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and we're going to go ahead and hypertune her all up, get her all leveled up. Well, let me go ahead and add some cogs here, guys. There we go. We got a whole bunch of cogs. Click on that, okay, and let's go. Okay. It takes a moment, but not too much time, right? Okay, then we're going to go to slot 2. We're going to hypertune these. And by the way, now automatically my one slot will be finished. So since I'm out of materials, I'm going to go ahead and click on here. And I'm going to go ahead and hit quick buy because I got quite a few materials. And I'm going to confirm, right? Here we go. And we're going to hypertune this one here. There we go. And now we're going to click on slot 1. We're going to hypertune. Click on here, quick buy, right? Confirm. Okay, hypertune this one here, right? And this is because I just have a lot of materials lying around, right? Click on this again, quick buy, confirm, right? And I can show you another video where to farm for those if you need to do so, but that's pretty much it, right? Well, now we're going to go ahead and fully awaken her because she has all of her memories fully hypertuned. We're going to hit awaken, and boom, we're going to hit station. We're going to put her in here, right? And then boom, shakalaka. And now all my characters that have full hypertunes on all 6 of their memories will get all of these bonuses. So if I click on A2 here, she gets all 12% because all of her memories are fully hypertuned. So like, for example, my 2B here, she has 3 of them hypertuned. She has 3 of them on the bottom because the top are not hypertuned. So if I hypertune this one, she'll automatically get that extra 2% damage on top of the hypertune. If I do this one, she'll automatically get another 2% damage and automatically get another 2% damage. So once you do those 6 in those stations, those 6 station characters, you're pretty much good to go. And then you're pretty much just going to hypertune all the memories for each damage dealing character that you're using. Now, as far as the characters that you want to hypertune, obviously you can always go with your favorite character, but a character that's going to last a long time. I mean, Lucia is still going to be a very good character for a good year. Chu won't show up for a good year. Ayla is definitely a character that you should do this with. You should absolutely, because she's really the strongest ice character in the game, and she will be for a good year until Chu shows up. Then another character you could actually do is, if we scroll down here, is you could queue up Lee. Lee is going to be god tier character for a long time. Even when Watanabe shows up, you're still going to use Lee on your teams. Bianca, still a meta on CN. You could absolutely do it for her. Karenina, the same thing. Nanami will get replaced by Watanabe, and a little bit less than a year, so that is something to keep in mind. But I do think she's worth it if you are using her a lot, but it really just depends on you. Selena is another character that you could absolutely do it with if you're using her as a damage dealer. If you're using these characters as damage dealers, then you absolutely should do it, especially the characters that I'm mentioning, because they're going to last a long time. Liv is still a meta in CN. You should absolutely do it for her. Vera is still a meta. She's still a great character to have, although there is an argument whenever Alpha shows up as to whether or not to do this, because if you're just going to be playing in hero mode with Alpha pretty much just solos. You don't really do any switch gameplay. However, if you get to the point where you can actually face in Legend Warzone, then you're actually going to do switch gameplay with Vera and 21 when she shows up. So then you might want to go ahead and hypertune all of these memories. Luna, I mean, Lamia is going to show up, I think, in about 8 months, who's going to replace Luna. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to do it for her, because she will get replaced. Rosetta, you could absolutely hypertune all these memories for her. Alpha is pretty much outdated. And Liv here, she's going to get replaced in about 10 months or so by Ariza. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to do it for her. And again, the characters that you're using as your damage dealers, those are the ones that you want to fully hypertune all 6 of the memories, and so you can apply the super hypertune to each one of them. And that pretty much concludes the characters that you can do. If you want to do some unit frames, that's completely up to you, but really it's all about the omni frames when it comes to the competitive content in the game. But it is completely up to you as far as which characters you actually want to level up. But hopefully this will help somebody out there as far as figuring out which characters you want to go with, the process by which you need to be doing it. And man, this is really an awesome quality of life that we have, because this really does add an insane amount of damage to these characters. I mean, 12% damage is pretty sick, guys. It's really, really nice. So guys, let me know how y'all doing in the game. Let me know what characters you super hypertune, and I stream on Twitch and YouTube. The link to Twitch is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.